Hello Aries, and welcome to your April 2023 reading, and also happy birthday, happy solar return. May all the love and light and joy be on your path as you're moving on into your future all circle of the sun. I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that I have is the Eight of Swords in reverse. So seems like in the beginning of the month, you're getting out of your head. So maybe a situation where you were in the yes, but, not really knowing what your next move would be or where you would be going or a decision. Here, slowly releasing the mental prison. The second card that I have is the Queen of Wands and the Five of Wands in reverse. So as you're releasing the mental prison, you're also releasing the inner conflict. Queen of Wands being upright, of course, that's your feminine. And your feminine is in charge of your law of attraction. She's in charge of what you truly desire, where the compass is aiming. The compass or because we're talking about will and fire, so there's the masculine that goes and gets and the feminine that brings it towards her. So when the two work together, things are much easier. But here it's almost like the release of conflicting wills about what you truly desire. It's not gone completely, but at least it's releasing. And then the last card is the World. It came out on the side, so I'm going to keep it on the side. The World upright would be, that's it, that the past is gone. I understand the lesson. I'm in peace, and I'm ready for the next, the Fool and the next turn around the wheel and so on. It's on the side. If it would be on there, I'm not quite done. I'm not quite ready to graduate, to finish whatever cycle this is about, or event or situation for you. Under our Eight of Wands, I have the Knight of Pentacles in reverse with the Ace of Cups. So when we have an ace, that means that there's this higher frequency of love, peace, serenity that is right there for our grabbing. It's still in the hand of God, but it's overflowing. But here, in our constant growth Knight of Pentacles of our ultimate goal, it stopped. So it's almost saying and it stopped because probably you had so much mental prison here. And this guy we know is already slow, but when he's in reverse, he's completely stopped. A mental prison that was preventing you from continuing to grow. And here under that, I have Death in reverse. So this is resisting change, resisting transformation, resisting things that need to die and let go so they can be filled back up with new water. We understand that, the universe doesn't like empty spaces. As soon as you remove something, it's filled up with something else. So when we let die old wounds, pains, trauma, when we let that transform, old information or situations or whatever, okay? When we let them die, it's going to be refilled right after. And we are master of what will it be refilled with. Refilled in this case with new water, with a sense of peace and serenity, or with a new quest or a new cycle that would be of a higher vibration, allowing love in our lives, or not, refusing to let go of something and therefore not being able to take that cup. So it's kind of, if you're at that point here, Aries, resisting your next step because you're not quite ready to let die the old. Under our Queen of Wands and our Five of Wands, I have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So during the month, it seems like your resistance is slowly going to come down. So maybe you've been juggling for a while. Yes, I want to move on. Yes, I want to release, what used to hurt me and all of that. And I want an Ace of Cups, but at the same time, no, I'm not ready to let it go. Maybe you were juggling before, but you are releasing that. And under that, I have the King of Wands. So we have the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands together that start wanting the same thing. Because even if he would be doing moves to move forward and she would be resisting change and still aiming for things of the past, that would resolve in a status quo and therefore nothing moving. And vice versa. If she would be aiming for something new love, new passion, new anything that would bring this inner sense of peace, or accepting to be peaceful, happy, in love with oneself and what we do, and he is conflicted about it, he will actually sabotage things. So here they seem to get on the same page within yourself. So the world was on the side because one part of you is like, all right, I'm ready to turn the page. I'm ready to really push myself away from the choppy waters. If you look at those choppy waters, there they are. I'm stopping juggling and I'm using my willpower in the here and now. In a very, yes, this is it, this is what I want, this is what I decided in the here and now. I am going to push myself away. Could be this guy. Away from the choppy waters into peace and serenity that is promised with that Ace of Cups. We actually have the bird of peace. That communion with the divine's vibration. But right under, I have the Three of Wands in reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So it's like, yes, I'm moving myself away, but I am not investing myself in anything new, and I am not looking optimistically into the future, actually believing that there will be results and things like that. So it's like allowing ourselves, let's put an image. You broke your foot, and one part of you is ready to heal the foot, even though it's been broken for a long time. But another part of you doesn't even know what running and walking and not feeling pain would be like, and is not even envisioning it or willing to put the effort to invest in the himself or herself that doesn't have a broken foot and what would come out of it. Do you see the... So this is kind of your dilemma this month for your birthday. Maybe the best gift for your birthday, Aries, would be, yes, I'm going to turn the page on my past, allow myself to heal, and believe in the joy, the love, the serenity, and the peace that can be there for me in the future if I invest myself in that way. So, let's clarify this for you. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Aries for the month of April 2023. April 2023. All right. So, okay, let's look. Why is the Eight of Swords in reverse as you come in the month? What do you want to say about this? Okay. So, you're getting out of your head, but you're still not in action. That means you're still not aiming your energy into productive ground, okay, planting the wands, investing yourself into a grounded thing, one move after the other. So that's why it's in reverse. So these are two eights, and the eights are in Hod here. And Hod is really, it's around the solar plexus. And it's really like the base of it will be to really find what do you desire. Because there's the desire of your higher plane and the desire of your lower plane. And here, it's almost like things were blurry. And there was like a need to actually make that choice. Okay? Here I have the Eight of Pentacles. In what do I really want to invest? Engaging ourselves. And here this one wanted to come out also. But it's good because it's the Four of Cups in reverse. So that means you're not, limiting yourself to what you've lived before. But you're still not ready to invest into what you haven't experienced yet, to allow yourself to live that. And of course, this can mean many different things, a creative path, a relationship, in the concrete, but it's more a state of being. Like I was saying about the broken foot, and I have no reference about, or it's been such a long time, about running and hiking and doing all these things. Can I, in my I am, and that's the house you rule, can I allow myself to re-engage myself into this world with that prerogative or with that in my mind? Let's look at the Ace of Cups. Okay. Here's a Seven of Swords. So it's very hard to take the Ace of Cups, King of Cups, Moon in reverse. So the King of Cups in reverse, it's almost like emotionally, I'm not ready to act to my benefit. I'm still sabotaging myself. There are still beliefs that disempower me when it comes to actually knowing that I can be happy and fulfilled, stable, grounded emotionally. It's that tug of war between believing it and actually being willing to make the moves that are essential to go towards it. Okay? And here with the moon in reverse, that tells me that there's a lot of unconscious things that came to the surface here for you. And unconscious disempowering beliefs also. Let's look at the death in reverse. All right. Magician, 3 of Cups. Right under we have the... And this is... Magician and 3 of Cups like this. This is... I am manifesting happiness, joy, celebration of life. But there's like... If you are not ready to let transform maybe your reference to happiness, maybe happy times, that would empower you to manifest it again. That would empower you to be able to create that in your life. Joy, 3 of Cups. It's almost like, because the 7 of Swords can be very sabotaging. And it's like destroying the possibilities of accessing an Ace of Cup. And now that could have been something that you kind of noticed within yourself. And now it's the question of, do I still give that power over where I am now? My concept of happiness and my power over it has to transform. Let's look at your Queen of Wands with the 5 of Wands. So this month it's almost like you'll be less conflicted about this aspect. Because, and here they're giving me exactly the same cards again, something will be revealed in the principal, the concept of investment. 8 of Pentacles is, I'm putting energy into this world, and the exact ingredients and intention of what I'm doing with my 5 senses, with the 4 elements and spirit, and my being all grounded and passionate and using, my chisel and my hammer, using my mind, my precise, decisive mind of my truth, and my willpower hammer actually can carve my reality. This is an extremely empowering card because it gives us the responsibility of what we're experimenting in the Pentacle world is the result of our state, our mind, and our willpower. That's it. So, something that was creating conflict within you when it came to manifesting an Ace of Cup, joy, pleasure in your life, came to the surface. Moon in reverse. It's not hidden in the subconscious that you'll have to process it. It's clear in your face, and it's going to be clear in your face during the whole month. So, at one point, that's why maybe no more juggling. I cannot entertain 2 things at the same time. I cannot entertain 7 of Swords and 3 of Cups at the same time. I'm smiling, but I'm sabotaging inside of me by not investing in my happiness or my potential happiness, because it is an Ace of Cup. It is in the hand of the divine. Let's look at that 2 of Pentacles. We have the Devil and we have the 2 of Swords. And what's behind it? Strength. And strength is a bit if we take the Two of Pentacle, it would be like this. You see how she has the infinity symbol over her head, like the Two of Pentacle. So it should be like this, but it's disbalanced, because it goes from the lion to the higher self, to the lion to the higher self, and it's juggling like that. The lion has his reasons and his beliefs of, this is what my life is all about, and this is what I've experienced. And maybe I don't really believe in that in the future. Okay? So, in order to protect you, and for you not to be disappointed and hurt, he's going to keep that belief. But your higher self knows better. Your higher self knows there's an Ace of Cups. Knows that if you invest yourself in this life, in the idea and the desire of that Ace of Cups, it is going to be something that you can manifest and create and experiment and so on. So that means she's going like this. And the Two of Swords, where this is like, well, what's my truth? I have to pick one of those two truths. I cannot go back and forward in between the two. Okay? If I believe in peace and harmony and love and light, I have to be able to embody it first, no matter what the outside circumstances are. If I want to speak that as my truth, and therefore being able to manifest it in my life, you're going to have to make that decision. What do I want my future to look like? And am I willing to invest in it? And part of that investment will mean to let die of something. And of course, this is very Saturn related. Okay? So, I think Saturn is still in Aquarius. It goes a bit like this. I think it's going to go in Pisces also. So really all your spirituality, your waters, time to get control over it. Let's look at that. And this can be very karmic also. Let's look at that King of Wands. Time to liberate yourself from the half-truth of what you've lived in the past is your only reality. Okay? So I have the Page of Pentacle in reverse, Two of Cups in reverse. This is like something that never was able to be concrete. A connection that stayed in promises. And here we have the Eight of Cups on the side, which should be upright. Because here, this guy has to decide, will I pick it? Has to be this guy. See, he has a wand in his hand. Because he's using his willpower to say, yes, there's a cup out there and I'm going to go for it. Maybe in the past, the potential of a connection did not happen. But now, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to release my heartaches and disappointments. Okay? Let's look at the World on the side. And the Two of Cups is not just in romance. It's in every mirror in our lives. And here is the Six of Cups and the Five of Cups. And there it is. This month, you have the gift of being able to choose what is my truth. I am. And that's your house, Aries. And the sun is in Aries right now. I am. Am I my sadnesses of what was lost and grievings of everything I lost in my life? Or am I in a Six of Cups? And that openness of receiving cups of water and giving cups of water. That is why it's like that. Because this month, this is really going to be your special question, okay? Let's look at the Six of Swords and the Knight of Wands. So, letting go of the past, accepting to let go of past tumultuous waters when it comes to all the relationships and the mirrors in your life, okay? Because that can be your family, friends, lovers, husband, wife, all of the... It's like, okay, I'm releasing all of the mirrors that brought me sadness and or even joy if they're not there anymore. If you're grieving, that Five of Cups, if it's grieving someone you've lost due to life or whatever, at one point this is like choosing, I'm willing to, okay, have another mirror that will be filled with joy and light. I will not resist it anymore. But for that, it's like investing in it for your future. And the way I see it, that cup is right here. But Seven of Swords, it's like if you believe it's not there or you're sabotaging it, that possibility, because you need to let die something. Was that the card you wanted to pull out? All right. We have the Fool. And here, this is emotional, because we have our Queen of Cups and we have the Five of Swords. So what makes you keep that lid on your cup and not allowing new water in is the Five of Swords. And if you look at him, he's holding 3 swords. Hint your 3 of Swords. He's holding 3 swords, and these 2 guys are feeling, they lost. The 2 swords are on the ground. He defeated all of them. You can either defeat by disempowering yourself completely or your enemy, thief in the night, or by holding arguments of, no, Aries, you cannot have that Ace of Cup in your life. It won't happen. You've already had your joy. It's done. See, these are swords that cut your own legs also. And that's the ego that wants to win, to keep you safe. Let's remain where we are. Don't open that lid. The higher self thinks, no, open the lid. It doesn't have to be like you've experienced. Allow the love to come in and invest in it, really, if you want happiness and joy, serenity to come towards you. So this is really like, in what do I want to invest? What do I want my future to be? And make this decision this month. My beautiful Aries. So it's a gift of empowerment and making that choice. Even if you just write it down, okay? And especially we have like Venus and Gemini and Mercury squaring Lilith there. So of course, your mental process will be very focused on love and the pains around abandonment, rejection, cruelty, betrayal, and things like that. So, this is why it's time to kind of resolve it. And that will be the greatest gift you will give yourself. Because you're going to allow beautiful new connections in your life, or in any sense of the way. The mirrors will be on a new level. So on this, all my love and light Aries, I'm going to call this choosing love, because it's all about that, and not just romantic love, but just allowing love to be within us, because you can feel in love and peace and serenity alone in a cave. It doesn't have to be through people, but once you allow it within yourself and the knowing of that joy, be the light, and then it shall be mirrored in your life. And so I'm going to call that Be the Light. On this, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. If you want and please subscribe to help grow the channel. If you want a private reading, there's the website below. It's very user friendly. You go in there, you choose your service, you book on the schedule. It's never more than a month in advance, and user friendly. So on this, namaste, all my love and light, and I'll see you next month. Bye bye, and a happy birthday again.